everyone! My name is Kavya. How are you all? Are you doing great? Alright, so I have a very nice question for you. In this book, I'm going to read. So, I'm going to read a story, and there's one character in that story, and it's a girl. She loves the color pink. Pause the video and think. Alright, did you guess it? Alright, here's the answer. Da-da-da-da-da. Pinkalicious Fishtastic. So everyone, who loves this book? Are you very excited? Will I read this book? Okay, everyone, let's get started. Pinkalicious Fishtastic by Kann. I felt a tug on my line. Peter and I were fishing. I caught something, I cheered. I reeled in my line. Get ready, I told Peter. Here comes the prettiest, pinkest fish in the... I stopped short. Something was on my line, but it wasn't pretty. And it wasn't a fish. Ha ha ha, Peter laughed. You caught an old boot. Where are the fish? I asked. Then I felt a tug. This is it, I said. My pinkatastic catch. I reeled in a shell. Suddenly, Peter's rod wiggled. I got something, he said. Peter pulled out a big fish. It had big eyes, crooked teeth, and sharp fins. Wow, Peter said. What an odd fish. He held the fish up to my face. I caught the best fish ever, Peter said. I jumped away. Ew, I said. More like the ugliest fish ever. At least I caught a fish, Peter bragged. That is not a fish, I said. It's a monster. A monster fish, Peter said. Cool. He put the fish in a bucket of water. I'm going to take him home as a pet, he said. We peeked inside the bucket. The monster fish's mouth was open. I think he's hungry, Peter said. He dumped the rest of our bait into the bucket. Hey, I yelled. How am I going to catch a pinkatastic fish without bait? Oops, said Peter. Peter went to get more bait. I was alone with the monster fish. Yuck, I said. The monster fish looked up. His eyes met mine. They were huge. They also looked a little sad. I looked at the big ocean. I looked at the small bucket. You don't like it in that tiny bucket, do you? I asked the fish. The fish bumped into the side of the bucket. He made a splash with his tail. Poor fishy, I said. I bet you want to go home. I'll help you, I said. I put the monster fish back into the ocean. Peter came running over. "My monster fish!" he yelled. "What happened?" Before I could respond, we heard a loud splash. The monster fish was diving through the waves. "He looks happy now," I said. "I guess he does," Peter said. Suddenly, the fish blew some bubbles. It made a beautiful noise. "It sounds like singing," I said. The bubbly water droplets made an amazing melody. Wish, whoosh, fizz, tink, tink, ting. The tune was so pretty, we couldn't help but hum along. A dolphin and a school of pink fish swam over. So did a family of sea stars. They love this song as much as we do, said Peter. More fish gathered to listen. They flapped and splashed their fins to the music. I watched the monster fish. He didn't look so ugly anymore. I barely noticed his sharp fins or his big eyes. Your fish isn't beautiful because of how he looks, I told Peter. He's beautiful because of how he sounds. The monster fish spewed a fountain of water and sang a final note. Then he jumped out of the ocean straight toward me. The monster fish gave me a big, wet kiss. I laughed. "You're quite welcome," I said. "You might not be Pinka pretty," I told the fish, "but you are magnificent." The end. So kids, did you like this story? Was it wonderful? In some of the videos, I might read another series of Pinkalicious. So you can watch that video if you want. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Bye-bye. See you all soon.